Welcome to the Sample Chapter Podcast, the show where authors read a sample chapter from one of their books. Here's your host, Jason A. Meiske.
Hello, Sample Chapter listeners. Hey, this is a very special episode coming to you today. No new guest, no chapter reading this time either. But as always, I tell you guys that whenever I have an announcement or something going on, I'm going to let you guys know first. And that special announcement today is Bandit Underground of the Bandit Chronicles is available for pre-order today, November 1st. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's been a long journey, as you know. You all have been listening and following along. This last, it's been 2 years. Can you believe that? It's been 2 years since book one came out, and I cannot believe it's taken me this long to get this one out. But what a 2 years it's been, no one ever said the writer's life is easy, but I guess in this case, it's not really the writer's life. It's just been life. It's amazing the highs and lows that have taken place over the last 2 years since that book has come out. I was just about to turn 50 at that point, and now I'm about to turn 52. But, enough retrospective thinking, looking back on these past 2 years. Instead, what I want to do is just kind of take a second and thank you all for following the show. So the Bandit Chronicles Book 2 is called Bandit Underground. This picks up a couple months after the first book. And I guess I can just read you the blurb, the back cover blurb for the book. Because I'm not going to do a sample chapter this time. I'm just going to put this out real quick and not take up too much of your time. But anyway, here's the back cover blurb. Once again, Bandit has come to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And he's all out of bubblegum. Months after the Arrowhead raid, Bandit finally has friends and is no longer alone. As an official member of the Resistance, he's doing his share to help survivors, but resources are dwindling and their base of operations is in serious disrepair. When a mysterious group of strangers appear with stories of underground facility full of supplies, Bandit and friends agree to investigate. But with rumors of rogue Zolur troops and marauding bands of raiders in the area, things are never that easy. Trust will be tested along with their friendship, and the pursuit of a new home for survivors may cost Bandit everything. Bandit Underground takes you on a totally radical journey of more 1980s movie, music, and pop culture references in more iconic Kansas City locations. It's gnarly, non-stop action to the max. Well, there you go. Like I said, this picks up a couple months later after the first book. And this time, Bandit will be traveling to a place in Kansas City called Subtropolis. It's an actual place. It's an underground facility that was dug out. It's a place where they used to dig limestone out for manufacturing, creating of different stuff. But after so many years with all these tunnels dug, they discovered that the temperature inside this area was the perfect climate-controlled facility for storage. And so they turned it into office buildings and storage for some really unique things. And I invite you to, you should probably go online and check out Subtropolis of Kansas City. It's really, really cool. And then Bandit has a big finale at Worlds of Fun in North Kansas City. And, that was that was neat to go back because, one of the things about telling these Bandit stories is that essentially the world comes to an end in 1989. That's when the aliens invaded. And so I've had to go back and check out, hey, what was, of course, what movies were in theaters, what music was playing, up to that point. Nothing after the fall of 1989 takes place anymore. So, I had to remove, certain movie references and music and all that. But likewise, I had to go back and say, hey, what rides were available at Worlds of Fun at this time? Ironically, there's a ride there called the Bamboozler, which was taken down a few years later. And I say ironic because it just reopened this year, in 2023, at Worlds of Fun. So that was kind of an interesting tidbit. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had a good time, getting back to Bandit and his friends and coming up with new adventures. And as as I was writing this story, I actually started writing a lot of Bandit 3. So I'm looking forward to diving into that once this is ready. The book itself drops December 1st, but the pre-order is available right now. And I just wanted to share that with you all first. Don't forget to check out our friends of the show at Pop Goes the Culture Network. They have a bunch of great shows there, all of them pop culture related, and some good shows there for you to check out. Our affiliate friend at Writer's Block Coffee, where you can choose one or choose all three of their delicious coffee blends. Fantastic coffee, and I know this month for sure, as I finish up these last minute edits and stuff, I'm probably going to be diving into the Deadline Dark. I'm going to be using that late into the evening and probably needing some first thing in the morning to get up as well. Finally, don't forget to check out our TeePublic store. We have a bunch of new designs up lately. There are shirts for the show, there are shirts for my books, and there's actually some new designs going up that are just pop culture related. So lots of cool ones up there, and some neat designs, and more to come. Still working on some things in the background. I had hoped to have announced them by now, some new partnerships and other stuff that we're working on, but we've had a few things, on both ends. Some of the partners I'm working with, they've had some changes that they are going through right now, and so we're just trying to, we're kind of being forced to hold off for another week or two, and then we can finish ironing out the details. But as always, as soon as I get that taken care of, I will let you know. Well, hey everyone, that is all. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just this quick announcement, and then moving on. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that next time when I am back with a new guest, a new book, and a brand new sample chapter. Take care, everybody. Talk to you again real soon.